Hi Harper students. This is a quick casual video about how to use ERIC, which is our largest education-related database at Harper. We're going to start at the library homepage. That's our chat box that popped up. You can always ask us a question. We have a 24/7 chat service. But if you want to just search a database on your own, you can scroll down the page. Under quick links, there's a link that says databases. This takes you to an alphabetical list of all of our databases, so we could scroll down to the E's and search for ERIC, but instead we're going to sort by subject by clicking the drop-down menu and then selecting education. These are all the databases we have that have some education-related content. You'll notice the best bets at the top. Those are a good place to start, and indeed ERIC is one of the best bets. So we'll click on that link. And now it's going to open the database. If I was off campus or hadn't logged in already, it might prompt me to log in with my MyHarper username and password. You can use all our databases from off campus. It takes you to a basic search screen, but I actually recommend you click where it says advanced search and get to 3 boxes. This helps you structure your search. We have another video about choosing keywords, so I'm not going to spend much time on this, but just know that you want to stick to generally nouns as keywords, and you want to put one concept per box. So let's say we want to start off with the population that we are interested in. So let's say we're researching preschool students. We might put that as the first search term. Next, we want to find something about classroom management. So we could put classroom management as the second option. You'll notice it also is trying to be helpful and suggest search terms. You may want to choose some of those or just ignore that and put your own terms in. And it's also a good idea if you have a third term that would help you narrow your topic. You want to put a new concept in this third box. So let's say we're interested in, special education. So classroom management for preschool students in a special education setting. I can put those terms, one in each box. Click on search, and I got 208 results. That's a lot. I could look through them all, but that's a lot, and I'm not sure if they're specific enough. So instead, I'm going to try to narrow the results. You'll notice the first links here say this link that says request this item through interlibrary loan. That means we do not have full text access in this database. You could get it. If you click on this link and fill out a brief form, we will get the copy of the article and email it to you. It's really easy to do, but it does take a few days. So if you need something right away, come over to the left-hand side and you'll notice there's a column that says refine results. And under that, you can limit to full text. That will take out everything that you have to request, and now you're left with just full text articles. We have 108 results. We could also limit to peer-reviewed articles, so that would be articles written by and for experts in the field. That's where you usually find original research studies. I don't want to do that in this case, so I'm not going to check that box because I want to see things that are from magazines or trade publications as well. But I can also limit by date. This is particularly important in some education topics where, like special education has changed pretty drastically over time, so I want to limit it to something more recent. And now you'll notice I'm down to 26 results. I could play around with all these other options too on the left side in the limiters, but I'm going to take a look at the results now. If you see an article that you like, you can click on the title. You'll read more about it. So there's the title of the article, the authors, where it comes from. So in this case, this one comes from a publication called Psychology in Schools. I can scroll further down. I can see an abstract. That's a summary of the article. That will help me know whether I want to read more of it. Back up at the top, there's the full text links. I can get it in PDF or HTML. Along the right side is the toolbar. This is what's going to let me save the article. I can save it to a Google Drive or, email it to myself or print it. I want to point out though the Cite button. This gives me formatted citations in a variety of styles. You're using APA in education generally. You can scroll down to the APA section, copy the citation and paste it right into your references page. I warn you though, these are not always correct. They're just machine generated. So you do need to correct it and make sure, compare it to a known sample and make sure that it looks correct. But it's a handy little starting point for citations. I also want to point out the permalink on the right side in the tools bar. You cannot copy the address from your browser's address bar if you want to get back to this article. If that link will not work again later. You have to get this permalink, copy this, and if you want to save it or email it to yourself, that link will let you get back right to this article. If none of these results are good, or if I want to do some more searching, I can just go back and add some more words, change some more words, and continue the search process that way. If you have any questions, please make sure you reach out.